It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going, and off we go from Denver. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
First and 10. Dak gonna put it up right away. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's down the field for Lamb. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Prescott on first down. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That is caught. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got a first down inside the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. On second down, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Maris Leofau there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Prescott now. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a toss, right side. He'll get this up close to a 1st down as he's stopped just shy of midfield.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Throwing is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now he'll run.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
To the left side, caught by Lamb. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Second down and 3. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the 1st half, it hasn't worked. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Dak gonna run with it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Taking off, Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense, they were ready for it, but a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and C.D. Lamb set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get to 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Maris Leofow there on the stop. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action now. Prescott. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A first down throw for Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. To the 20. And he will score. Evan Ingram. Touchdown Broncos. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Prescott on 1st down. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
2nd down, Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Again, Prescott to the air. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll throw again. Dak. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Nix. He gets that complete to his tight end Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. There's a short one taken by Ingram. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Second down. Nix. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They put Pickens in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. It's a big play when needed it the most. 35 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is second and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Slot receiver headed right. They run on the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Devon Valen. Touchdown, Denver.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Crowd noise rises, big play here. 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He keeps it himself. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. On the bootleg, it's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now fourth down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. First down, Prescott. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Prescott now. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Dak to throw over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A handoff as they try to run it here. The yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Second down and 8. Here's Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. Second and goal. To throw is Dak. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10. good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Prescott. That's going to be caught. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one to win it in overtime. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.